Hello, hello, friends. How are you? This week's Mind Shift Monday, I have guest speaker, my beautiful mother who's here for Mother's Day, 85. Say hi, Mom.
Hi.
So we just finished working out. So I'm a sweaty mess. Hair was straight. My natural hair is very curly. As you see, it's curled up beautifully. So today, what we're talking about in our Mind Shift Monday is how to reach your goals without losing motivation. And so the mind shift that we're talking about today is we need a definite of purpose. We need to set a goal and have a strong reason why we set that goal. We need to know why we're doing something. If you just say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, you don't have a real good reason why, what happens? You lose motivation, right? It's like, this is too hard. I'm going to give up. But when you really have that definite of purpose and you have a goal and you have a strong reason why, you need to stand firm in that decision to work toward that goal. But then at the same time, we have to be flexible with not the decision. We stand firm in the decision, but we have to be flexible with how we get to that goal, right? Because what happens is if we set a goal, we have a definite purpose. We know why I'm doing this because I want to have more energy to play with my kids, right? Or I want to be around to play with my grandbabies. I want to have that energy and I don't want to be bogged down where I don't feel like I can play with them, right? So you have a great goal, you have a great why, but as you're walking toward that goal and that definite purpose, you might find that you had an expectation. It was going to look like this, but maybe it looks like this instead, not a straight path. Now what happens? You lose motivation. Well, why even bother? You give up because it doesn't look the way you think it should look. But you have to have a good reason why you're doing something. You have to make a decision to do it, have a good reason why you're doing, and then you have to stand firm in that decision. And then you have to be flexible with what that looks like. It might not be a straight path. And often so it's going to be a zigzag thing. How you might think you're getting there this, but you might get there this way. Does that make sense, Mom? You want to add anything to that?
No, we just have to have the motivation to keep on going, keep trying. Don't give up. If you give up, you just would never get ahead. You have to have your mind and goals to set forward.
Yeah, that's a great tip right there. That's a mind shift that if you give up, you're not going to get anywhere. So don't give up on yourself, right? So make a decision, have a definite purpose, a strong why, and stand firm in that decision, but be flexible with how you get there. Because as you've heard me say over and over again, it might not look the way you expect it to look. The path might not be a straight path. More often so than not, right, Mom? It's a zigzag path.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to get there going this way, and then you'll have to do a course adjustment, and you're going to have to get there this way instead. And that's okay. Be flexible with the how you're going to get there. Is that feather falling? Be flexible how you're going to get there, but don't give up on, don't lose motivation. The way you don't lose motivation is you stand firm in your decision, you stand firm towards your goal, but you have flexibility in the how am I going to get there? Okay, I thought I was going this way, but in fact I have to turn and go this way. Okay, I just keep stepping. What's my next step? What's my next step? As long as you look at it that way and go, okay, that didn't go the way I thought it would, but I still have this goal. I'm sticking with my decision to do this. What's my next best step? That's allowing yourself to have flexibility in the how. And now you're not going to lose motivation because you're still stepping forward. And as you continue to still step forward, that's a win. Even if it didn't look the way you expected it to look, as long as you keep taking those baby steps forward, you are winning. And even if you totally go the wrong direction, something doesn't look the way it should, it seemingly looks like it's a loss, what are you learning? Did you learn one thing from it? Then that means you're still winning. Be flexible with the how, stand firm in your decision so you don't lose that motivation. That's the way you stand firm without losing the motivation, is you keep stepping forward, dropping the expectation and being willing to go, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to look. I still have my goal. I'm standing for my definite purpose, yet I'm being flexible in the how I'm going to get there. I'm being willing to pivot and go on maybe the windy road as opposed to the straight path, because maybe that path has a block and it's not looking the way you thought it would. It's not coming to an end. There's always a workaround. There's always a way around if you're willing to be flexible with the how I'm going to get there. And in the moments when you might take a little trip, oops, I tripped, but a baby falls. What do you do with the baby, Mom? When we were kids and we fell, what'd you do?
You're right back up.
You say, oh, sweetheart, take our hand, lift us up and take another step. So that's what you're going to keep doing. You're not going to lose motivation. If you're flexible in the steps you take, and if you might fall over, okay, get back up, take another step, right? You're not going to yell at the baby for falling,
No.
right? You're going to go, oh, sweetheart, take your hand, come back out. You see the feather falling? It's so funny. Just take another step, because that's all we have to do is keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping. The way we keep stepping and we don't reach our goals without losing motivation is we stand firm in our definite purpose with a strong why, and we keep stepping and we're flexible in how we get there. All right. So that's my mind shift tip for today. If this blesses you, let me know how this lands for you. If it blesses you, would you share it with your friend? Share it with someone who you know needs to hear this. And I hope this blesses you. Let me know. I want to hear how it lands in your heart, and we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye. Say bye, Mom.
Bye.